I'm definitely going to go for like winning the world championship of backyard ultras again. So that's 2023. It's going to have 75 of the top like runners in the world, like all people that have won backyard ultras in their own country. So this is a real hardened group of people. I mean, and most everyone wants to win at this point. So for me to win, I have to do something I've never done before. I'm not exactly sure what that is yet, but I'll let you know afterwards.
You know what you could do? Have you ever done any fundraising around a race?
Yeah, lots of times, like different in times.
What's the most that you've ever raised?
We raise for the gospel mission in Cincinnati. We raised like over like $10,000 when we did the run from the lowest to highest point, the 146, the Badwater 146, and City Gospel Mission. Like that definitely, that's a good point. Is because I was driven in that, because like we talked about, like not just my personal, I definitely want to do well, but when I'm running along the journey and my friend tells me, oh yeah, we've already raised $5,000, and like people are seeing this, that motivated me more to try to get that goal.
So since we can accomplish anything we can put our minds to, let me throw something out about a fundraising perspective that Harvey could have. It's serious. What about if you go out to the partners in Cincinnati and around and say, hey, I don't want you to give me money just to run the race because I was already number one. What happens if I finish number one? Maybe a goal of $100,000. If you finish number one, to get commitments from people in the community that they will fund $100,000 to the nonprofit of your choice if you win.
That'd be pretty incredible. I might die because I won't give up. Yeah. So that'd be quite extraordinary. Absolutely.
You need to put together a team to do it, because I think that from who you are, I think you give every ounce of everything you've got to give $100,000 back to that community.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know how to do it, man, but I'm just telling you that might be something.
That's super powerful. Yeah. I'll leave it in my book of
ideas,
tricks. Yeah. All
right, man. I'm just saying.
No. I'm not saying no to it. I do like the idea. It's possible.
I'll give you $5,000.
Oh, you will?
If you win.
If I win. Well, that's huge.
$5,000 to whatever.
Towards a charity, and local
that you
charity.
Choose.
That's huge. Wow, thank you. Well, I mean, I will accept that, like, on behalf of the charity, and geez, that's super powerful.
So if I'm willing to do that,
yeah,
I guarantee there's another 19 people in this community that'll make the same commitment.
That's amazing.
Right.
That's beautiful, extraordinary, and wow, that's amazing.
Let's go, baby. Number one.
Well, we should think about, since you initiated this, what group we would do this for.
I could come up with another 5 or 6 just myself, man.
Yeah. I mean, but what charity were you guys? What do you think?
I don't know. The Brighton Center is really passionate to us in Northern Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of volunteer work for them. I don't know if you've heard of them or not.
No.
I was just down the other day, and we've done Build-A-Beds for kids in the community that don't have a bed.
Okay.
A few years ago, we built beds. We went into the home, put the bed together. That's been the most impactful thing for me, because there's these basic things in life that even though I was poor, I did still have a bed.
Oh, yeah.
Had a roof over my head.
Man, I love that. That's so wild that you guys are doing this.
Well, we didn't come up with the idea.
Yeah.
This is something they do. And so I'll just share my experience about what we did. It was pre-COVID, so they shut it down during COVID because going to people's homes. But we raised the money for the bedding, for like 100 beds for bedding. But the fascinating thing to me was I went and there was a house in Newport, and we actually we fabricated the beds on site at Gateway in Covington. Then we took them back apart, put them in trucks with mattresses, and we had the addresses and the name of the family and who. So we went into these homes, didn't meet them before, but you go in, the kids are there, man. And so we go in, and some of these houses, I mean, you know, it's places that you're just like, man, you're living here. This is where you live. And you go in. I didn't feel this with every one of them, but there's a couple that the kids are giddy, man. They're pumped.
Yeah.
I don't know if they don't know that their life's challenging, but they're pumped. But then what I know is, man, this was like Christmas for them. They knew that day they were getting a bed. And what I found was, for the first time in their life, and there was a kid that we put together this bed, put it together. We're making the bed, we're putting the sheets, and it's like he's trying to open the gift on Christmas Day. The moment that we put the comforter on the bed, he jumps in. He jumps into bed, he pulls the blanket up, and I'm sitting there talking to him. I don't know what to say. I'm a guy who's got something to say all the time. He said, thank you. He said, it's the first time I've ever had my own bed. And so the Brighton Center does all sorts of things in Northern Kentucky.
Well, I'm 100% in on that.
They're awesome, man. They have food pantries.
I love that.
The other day we helped wrap gifts and take parents shopping in a place for toys where parents didn't have enough money to give toys for Christmas. And so they'd come through and we'd help them go shopping. And then a lot of our agents worked in the food pantry where people would come in. And, man, these people are coming in for Christmas dinner food, man. And so it's a significant organization. Also, they try to really get people to improve the place they're at in life, and they'll take them through financial assistance classes, teaching them how to manage their finances, how do you collect money for a down payment on a house. They'll offer a grant, and so we've been trying to fund some money for grants to buy their first home.
Wow.
So the Brighton Center in Northern Kentucky is awesome.
Yeah, I'm 100% in.
Okay.
100%. And I don't know what Laz is going to think of this whole crazy angle, but that's going to be sweet. And I just don't want to let you guys down. However, I'm going to give everything I got to make this happen.
Okay. So
yeah.
I need
I'm just going to give it all I got. So that's all I can do.
So I'll find another 5 or 6 people. Okay. So we'll have Pivot give $5K, but you got to win.
Okay. Yeah. I've got to win.
You got to win.
And, we might get some help from some other folks on this one.
So yeah. I'll find 5 or 6. I'll find 25 or 30
that's incredible.
Grand. Okay.
Man, that is absolutely. That's probably about one of the wildest things that ever happened on podcasts for me.
Let's go, baby. I'm serious. It'll be.
It's like it's such a incredible, like, generous thought.
Be the best $5,000 I've ever spent in my life, because there's no better feeling that I personally give than really trying to give back and change other people's lives. It's the most special things I ever feel.
Yeah,
right. No pressure, baby. Hey,
no,
so when
no
is
pressure.
this? When's the race?
Well, we got a little time to do the fundraising, because it's not until mid-October of 23, and it's going to be a big deal. Like, we're going to go for this, and wow, that's going to be something magical, man.
$100,000.
Yeah, that's.
I'm confident. Here's the thing.
Hey, I don't mind. I think that's some good pressure there.
I have no doubt that we can come up with this.
Yeah,
I have no doubt.
I'm gonna have to really work on my sleeping.
All right, man. Hey,
that's an important part of the race.
Well, listen,
believe it or not,
hard work is what you have to do. Raising the money is the easy part, man.
Yeah, no, that's something that's something special.
Okay,
really special. I'm super psyched about that. Like,
I'm pumped about it too. So we'll try to help and do what we can. There's a lot of time, but I know
that's creative. Is really creative.